Thank you very much for coming, Bumi West.
Thank you.
Without wasting time for today's podcast, I will ask you some few questions regarding your career focus.
Right.
And the first question that I'm going to ask you, based on your discipline, what was the biggest obstacles you have faced in your career due to your gender?
Thank you, Mr. Jim. It's obvious that it's men's world, and the most important is the mindset of our clients. As an MC, some clients that are booking for their husband, there's a rejection. And in some cases, even if the celebrant is a gender like you, the friends and family around them might say, oh, opposite attract.
Really?
Call a man to do the job for you. And you end up being tossed around. And eventually, whoever has the money will actually employ you for a particular job. And that will not change over time because a lot of people have flawed the trade, as you know. There's no trade that is safe anymore. When you run to teaching, there's a lot of teacher. When you run to events like we do, there's loads. And also another challenge is the biggest challenge is the price. People will come and set you up to say, oh, you are more than what you are earning, what you're charging for. And if you're not smart and you put a price on yourself, oh, I've been in the business forever. Oh, I need to be charging this amount of money or cost, or they have to pay this amount. You are going to be stranded in a desert. For example, this is UK. At one particular weekend, like you see, initially, parties start from Wednesday to Sunday. Early in the 90s, in the 2000s, I was very young then. Well, you see, me getting in the business early is another challenge on its own. But let's not worry, you know, our society, they will knock you down severally. So that's another challenge that is facing us in terms of shrink to the industry. A lot of people are not celebrating as they used to celebrate. And there's more supply than demand. And then some know quality, some don't care. And the way they carry the trade, especially the MC trade, oh my God, is that just let them carry the mic and how many, when you charge them. So I think I've answered the question.
Thank you very much. Before I go on to the second question, you mentioned that they turn you around. What do you mean?
Yeah. Sorry?
What do you mean by
the
saying
turning
that,
around is like, even turning around is even better. Tossing around. When people have their own MC, the compare is the real big deal. When people want to bring a new face to the business and you're not standing your ground very well, it's like, oh, I have my own MC. Oh, I have this girl, she's good. So they're trying to promote somebody that is new in the business. And that is where tossing around is there, because they want to bring somebody new. I don't know if that.
Yeah. I got you right. Thank you very much, Bumi. Let's go to the next question. How did you navigate the challenges of being a woman in a male-dominated industry?
Yeah, The most important is to stand tall and always remind them that you are there. Although there's a carcass in the business, men tend to work together nicely. For example, I've been wondering for many years, why is it that they are not calling me to that carcass? But I was lucky. I went to this event and I realized that already men have already worked together as team. So it's really hard to break through them. And for example, married men, especially in the UK is the smallest court that we are. Even if you go to Birmingham, Manchester, Leicester, and every other cities, we are still one because of technology. So because it's men coming together, majority of them are married. So if they add a lady to their group, women, even if you don't do anything, they're still going to hang hammer on top of your head. So it's a bit, I don't know if I'm answering the question.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I think they've already come together, and to penetrate is hard. Because, when your wife see you around with men, she will go and sleep. I'm going to put myself in the same position. But if a wife see you and all these girls going up and down with their,
paparazzi.
and then they you have to have confidence to do this job. And then you're among the men, you are doing this and that, and the wife saw the video. It's a lot of big deal. So the men run away from us. And then for now, very few ladies in the industry work together. So I will put it like that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
In that area or question that I ask you now,
Yeah.
I can see or notice that some of these actors now, especially in the corridor or in the area of dominant Yoruba, Nollywood, some of them also doing the same MC for events, and I can see that a lot of people patronize them. Why?
Okay, thank you. The most important in our trade is, where is your face? Who know you? And you see, where people are going, like if you understand Yoruba very well, and even it's not in Yoruba, even in business, there's no straight journey. People should be very open-minded. They will call Yoruba actor, they will call Yoruba actress, because I'm an actress as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, multitasking, as you know. But honestly, the career that is the best in the whole world, apart from your job, is emptying. And I'll tell you for nothing. Solo, you are going there. Please, when we say sell yourself, that is that point to sell yourself. If you are acting, you have about 10 beautiful girls on the set. It doesn't matter if you act the best role, but because there's a lot of people there. DJing, this kind of your presenter job, everybody sees you, they know you, they can even count your mustache. That is how they're familiar with you. But when in a situation whereby you are acting, it might be a man or a woman, a guy or a lady or female, there's too much people there. But when you hold in your mic, you are in front of the whole world. It's like a president. It's like, oh, she's there. So they realize that even acting will not give them the money MC will give them. And they've used that. Some people will be begging the director to just feature in, even if they have to scrub the floor. Let me be on a big screen so that they can see me. So that is how people penetrate the market. And that is why the market is flooded. But I am happy that we have varieties. The good news is, even with every step you take to get to the job, people will know who is professional, who they like. It's about who they like. It's not about uh, your speech, your composure, what you're wearing. No. And like I said, word of mouth, and people actually prefer to, our society. So I'm not sure if I've answered the question.
Yeah, that's all right. Before we go to the next question, let me ask you these questions.
Okay.
Is it true that there's some women change sex for their careers or profession or discipline?
Yes, from a very reliable source, I heard that. You see, when it comes to that sex, is upbringing goes into it. A child, especially female, when you talk about sex, it's all about women. Men, they don't talk about men, and it's so appalling that where we come from is the norm. Even going through ordinary secondary school, primary school, unfortunately, even in the churches. And I was lucky. I am now making it personal. I am lucky because I started my career I started all my life here in the UK. So I heard so regularly that it's like, it's not, even when you are flabbergasted about it, those who raised in where we're talking about, that country, they don't take it so important the way you take it, because they have to go through that. And I am lucky, very lucky. I heard, because I'm not going to lie to you, those, especially those who just came, oh my God, they don't, even the lady came to the social media to say that even the certificate she got to is true, that is how bad. But I've been so lucky I never went through that. So, but it's still going on. If you're looking for a job in so area in Nigeria, not here, here is a trouble. If you want to do it, some people love it and they can't stand even having it with their husband alone, having it with their wife alone. Those who are not lucky on that side of life, even if they are not in our career. I was shocked when a lady was saying to me, even no disrespect to any profession, from a very reliable source, she was telling me, even teaching, for you to get a teaching job. I said, kilo to call teacher, only joke over. And you see, when they now approach you, I have a big auntie that left here to get a job in that our Abuja. And that was the first thing thrown in her face. She just gave him a big slap. Like, what are you talking about? You see that? And they were like, don't you know that that's the first approach? And even unfortunate, because they've mesmerized some people's brain, they don't see other way rather than that. They will even present themselves for that before they ask for whatever they want. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's go to the next question. I'm coming back to one question.
Okay.
Can you share a time when you had to advocate for yourself to be heard in a professional setting?
Yeah. Many occasions like that, because I'm lucky that I'm bold, and I always let people know what I do for living. Yeah, I've in many political gatherings, and where we go for leisure instead of me going to work. And I use 1st of January every year to remind people of myself, which is about 2 days ago. Bumi West meet and greet New Year dinner, which I did at Kensington Hilton Hotel on Wednesday. So that is the kind of gathering I always advocate for myself. Let them know exactly what I do.
Thank you very much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you very much. Now, before I move further again, is it enough for women in the industry to advertise themselves with attraction to men in order to secure a role or MC?
Okay. We all know the weakness of men is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, boobs and yash. We all see kids,
That's
people,
all right.
people going into the drain, people hitting the car, hitting the pole because they've seen a big boobs. Do you know that? I don't know the truth about it. Quote me very well. How many women in the world? But it seems the women population flaunt to certain parts of the world, and they think there's too much women out there. But statistically, the variation is not much, because when anything you want to bring forward has to be researched. And in animal kingdom, the men are the most attractive that God has created. If we follow the Bible, you will realize that most men don't even need makeup. They are created to dazzle. Men don't know how attractive they are. Women have to, before I come to the show, I don't want to bring my bare face, because I know people will ask you, Jim, what's wrong with Bumi West? Is she sick? Is she going through this or that? Because they've not, very few people have seen me in my natural look. Very few, maybe my household. But many people see me wear makeup because we have been programmed. Even if you look at Animal Kingdom, all the girls there, all the females, they are not beautiful. So if you go with your bare face, they will say, hello, good afternoon, grandma. But if you do, and you can see that a lot of women are killed trying to get a bigger boobs, trying to get a bigger yash, because they need to look good all the time.
Of
And
course.
you don't want to employ MC that she's not dripping. You want to employ MC that the way she dress up, even your guests will say, you got baby of the house. Let's look where that place will be bad. Not because the way you deliver your message to them, not the way you crack your jokes, not the way you do your professionalism, but the way you carry yourself. They will be looking. Then this lady came and said, babe, the way you roll that style, you're gonna make me one. I said, I don't make, I teach. Oh, she was a bit like, oh, okay, I will. Can I snap your picture? I will send it to my tailor. I hope she get it right too. If she didn't get it right too, I'll be the first person you're gonna make clothes for 2025. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, you will see that majority of things that we buy is the packaging. It has to be a norm. If you don't have packaging, if you want to buy something, as you know, as a man, the packaging will attract you. Forget about human being. Even if you want to eat ordinary crisps, if this is the experiment I learned from my auntie. She used to work in a coffee shop, and they put the container for Arrows, container for Sainsbury's, containers for Tesco's. The same coffee, my auntie will scoop 1 kilo into Harrods container. The same coffee, scoop 1 kilo to Sainsbury's container. The same coffee, scoop to Tesco's container. And when each of them go to their different dispatches, different store, they will be selling Harrods coffee for £35. Sainsbury's coffee, £5.99. Tesco will come for £3.29.
And it's the same taste.
Exactly. The package and where you go and buy it makes it.
That
Even,
is the brand.
yeah, the brand. And also, even if you bring them together, where your question is coming from, you will, even if they ask you from nowhere, you have 3 container, it's all coffee, they even let you know, and the 3 of them are containing the same coffee. Pick one. We know we're going to pick the one from Harrods. Even the pangolo alone, the thing alone, even if you finish the coffee, you don't want to throw it away. So it's very important. It's part of what you have to do.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Let me ask another question. When
Yes.
you are going out
Yes.
to your area of discipline,
Yeah.
profession,
Yeah.
and a man walk towards you,
Yeah.
and they tell you that either madam or lady, you look sexy. Are you going to take it as offense or compliment? What's going to be your reaction?
It's the best compliment I've been waiting for all my life. That will make you boost all the antidotes in your brain and make you even function better than you left home. Because
Thank
the
you.
effort you put in to look the way somebody now recognizes it, it's worth the happiness.
I feel in your house, did maybe, I don't know your marital status or whatever something there. I don't know. Did anybody around you see you that you look sexy?
Well, I will be honest with you. I am one of the luckiest human being on this planet. I am widowed, but I have 2 grown-up sons, which
Fantastic.
we both design what I wear to parties. I make sure they give they without pressure, they dress me up actually, because this is the eyes of the beholder. This is mommy represent the whole family, because I let them know we work. You see, in any organization, I can register. I register myself as a sole trader, but behind a sole trader there is a two. Used to be 3, but there's 2 giant men that are looking after me to the glory of God. So they are the first person to say, "Mom, no, no, no." Even when I was doing my meet and greet on 2 days ago, on the first, it was my son that designed my outfit for me.
Good.
Anybody else does not, they are not relevant, because these are my eyes and they already make me up every day. And the children, "Mom, you're too troublesome. Can't you decide yourself?" Yeah.
Fantastic. Hope they were not jealous if they see any man or men around you.
Yeah, you see, the good news is when they were young, we used to work together. When we were young, I even the baby of the house is 21 now. And
Whoa.
he,
Fantastic.
yeah, so when he was a baby, he never go to the childminder. He grew up in my business, and then when I still do kids entertainment. He is the one helping me doing. We were a family of entertainers, so they are happy. Even you will not believe, blessed memory to my late husband. When I met him, he would say to me, Olu will say to me, "Bomi to ba ti toast e ma wale o." It is so funny. Not every man can do that.
Of course.
We used to be in showbiz together. He was an entertainer, and he was a photographer as well. So we all it's a family of entertainers and events.
Fantastic. Now, finally, what advice would you give to young women enterprising to a similar career path?
Okay. Um, Having been in the business for over 20 years, the first thing you have to put in place is your self-confidence and know your trade. If you want, you can belong into club. When we say club does not mean 100 people. Liaise with those who have been in the business and did not fracas with their names, because there are certain things that works for me. I hate my name being dragged because I'm not a perfect person. I'm not going to be looking, I'm not a desperado. Career built slowly and steadily. The day you are going to blow, you don't know. I've never seen anybody that know the day they are going to blow. But when you are consistent in everything you do and you can look for a mentor, I have a mentor, I have a man, and I can mention their names, those who raised me in the industry.
Hmm.
And
Fantastic.
if you allow me, I can mention a few names.
Yeah. Go on. That's what the
Shout
reason why
out,
we're here.
shout out to Abike Ade Communication.
Okay.
Shout out to Ebomi Toyin Ade. Shout out to President Kemi Shewoniku. Shout out to Mommy Womack. And when it comes to the MC level, Lanrewaju Ijakoko, Bayo King, Kabiyesi, Chief Akisomi. Those are my mentors. Those are the people that put oil on top of my head. That keep going, you will succeed. And and today, when they see me, the ironic of life, they now sit down and say, let baby of the house do it. But I tell you this for nothing. When I was in the industry as early as in my early 20s, they will, with those days, Wasiwa and the K1, the ultimate, we always flood Brixton and Ilford. I'm the youngest MC in those days. And they were like, what's she looking for in the stage? When those social clubs were really, really active.
Yeah.
And I'm the only, it's only that we don't have pictures and video like is so common now. But those who have the album can see it, and even with To the Glory of God is gentle so recipe. I still have my picture with Barista when he came to perform. And other few artists that they are still alive today. Many times with all our Fuji nights and stuff like that. And this is one of the industry that is still moving. Anyway, it just flew. It's the one-time promoter that he does it in a large scale. But his name has just get off my head. So, in a nutshell, to conclude for young generation coming, and let me tell you, young generation does not mean young age. You can be in your 50s and just want to come into the industry. You don't need to do Teriba for anybody, but you need to have a mentor. Your mentor can be younger than you. People don't understand that. Your mentor cannot always be older because there are some things you're going to pick from young people as well. That you have to be selfless as well and be yourself, ready for feedback, ready for people to talk where you have not put in expectation, and listen to a suggestion, analyze it. It's very important to analyze suggestion, and then you renew the way you do things next time. And that is the little I can chip in.
Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Bumi. I appreciate you for coming. We finished or reached the end of the program for today. When I need you next time, I get in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Enjoy.